Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Tonight's story was shared by a Reddit user, and it takes place on the night before Halloween, during a quiet closing shift at a grocery store. So, dim the lights and let's begin. The month was October. The day before Halloween had been busy, the kind of chaos only last-minute parents can bring. I worked at a grocery store, and every aisle was packed with people grabbing decorations, candy, and cheap costumes for kids. We had this special Halloween area in the store. Remote control spiders, motion sensor zombies, glowing pumpkins, all of it. And on that particular night, I was working the late shift, just trying to finish up and close everything down. As I was turning off the lights and getting ready to lock the doors, I suddenly heard a scream. A kid's scream. Coming from the employees' only section in the back. I froze for a second, then called out, "Hello? Kid, are you okay?" No answer. I said it again, a little louder. "Hello? You okay back there?" Still nothing. I figured maybe one of the Halloween animatronics was on a timer or malfunctioning, so I brushed it off, walked over, and shut the power off to the display area. I was about to lock the front doors when I noticed something odd. A single light was still on, way in the far corner of the store. I sighed. Great. One more thing. As I started walking toward it, the light flickered, then went out. A second later, another light flicked on, this time near the frozen food aisle. And then I heard it. A child's laughter. "All right, kid. You got your Halloween prank in. Go home now," I said. But the lights didn't stop. They flickered one after another, like they were leading me somewhere. I reached the back room door and hesitated before turning the handle. The door creaked open. Nothing. Just a faint smell of dust and plastic, and the dark silhouettes of Halloween props. Something fell inside the room. I turned on my flashlight and scanned the space. There was a tall pile of stuffed animals stacked near the corner. I held my light there for a second, long enough to feel that something wasn't right. Then slam. A noise from the main store area. "Listen, kid. It's time to go home," I shouted, stepping back into the aisle. That's when I saw a faint glow coming from the clothing section. Someone had knocked over a box of Skechers shoes, and they'd activated one of those motion sensor displays. Then I felt it, breathing on the back of my neck. Soft, shallow, human. And before I could even turn around, footsteps ran behind me, fast, small, like a child's. I spun around. No one there. Just faint giggling echoing down the aisles. I'd had enough. I headed straight for the door, locked it behind me, and turned to shine my flashlight back inside. And that's when I saw him. A child, standing in the dark. But he wasn't normal. His arms and legs were bent, twisted in ways that didn't make sense. As I raised my flashlight to get a better look, my car alarm suddenly blared from the parking lot. I turned around. A crow had fallen out of the sky and landed on my hood. Its eyes were gouged out, its wings torn. "What the hell?" I whispered. When I turned back toward the store, the boy was still there. Only now he was pointing at me and smiling. That was the last night I ever worked there. And every year when Halloween comes around, I make sure I'm nowhere near that store. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this Halloween story, hit the like button and subscribe for more real Reddit horror tales. And remember, not every Halloween prank comes from the living. Good night.